What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW, and today we're going to go over a day trading recap. Check it out. Well, guys, today was an interesting day. Boeing just completely collapsed out of the gate. Look at this thing. From 119 all the way down here to $113 and change. Just a collapse. The SPY itself, let's see here, let's grab this 5-minute chart. SPY itself just opened up and rolled right on over after this quick little pop to this 279, 280 area. And, I don't know, this little white box won't go away now. Okay, there we go. And then it's kind of found support in this zone here where that line is. And that's just a daily line. And you'll laugh, I'll show you my daily SPY chart. And I mean, this thing has lines drawn, I mean, since 2019, 2018, honestly. Look at this. So here you go. And as you can see, this line right here, where the SPY basically found some support so far this morning, has been drawn there. This is an old line. This line's been here for a while now. And as you can see, it's worked time and time again. Here, and then so far today, and top here, and kind of like a bottom zone here. Okay, so what I'm looking for though is for this SPY to basically just come all the way back down to this zone right here, this little zone right here between this like 263 and 267 area there. I think that's where we should find some support again. So we'll see what happens there. Now, I do have one live trade for you today. I have one winner and one loser. My first trade's a winner, second trade's a loser. And I'm going to show you how I went about making sure that that second trade didn't hurt my first trade, which is a solid win. Okay. Now we're going to jump into that. As we do me the quick favor, guys, smash that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and comment in the comment section below. Remember, when you do all three, really helps out with the channel, getting, feeding that YouTube algorithm. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this here. Now, let me see. Here we go. And grab the live trade over here on the side real quick, and then show you what I did here. What I did here on my second trade. We're going to go over my second trade, and then we're just going to go jump right into the live trade, which is the first trade. What I did on my second trade was, you see how Boeing just dumped nasty? It just dumped nasty, and it was basically all in tangent with the SPY, as you're seeing here. Okay, this chart out of the way. Sometimes it's so difficult to get this chart out of the way, but you know what's not difficult, guys? Smashing that like button. Make sure you do that for me. It really helps out a lot. So right here, we had this dump. Then we bounce. Okay, we bounce right there off of that 114 area. Let's go to the daily real quick here and draw a line right here. You see this like 115. Okay, that's 115. You see right here, it's a top here, bottom here. Okay, right in this zone. Now, when we come over here on the 3-minute, we went a little bit further down than that, but then boom, we finally bounced it. So I expected there to be a bounce somewhere down there in the 115 area. We went a little bit lower. So when we got up here to VWAP, and VWAP showed resistance here, and VWAP showed resistance here again, I got short via puts right in this candle right here. Let me zoom in tad there. So resistance VWAP right in this candle here, right here in this wick. I got short via some puts. Now, I only took a fraction of the size I had when I traded this, okay? When I traded this, I had 15 contracts, and I'll show you that trade live. When I traded this here, I only had 5 contracts. That's it, 5 contracts. 5 contracts, if I would have gotten a 20, 30 cent dip right here, I would have been a real nice $150 winner. So it would have added tremendously nicely to my day. And if I would have been wrong on the trade, I would have stopped out with minimal loss. I only lost 58 bucks or so on that trade. So it didn't harm my P&L in the least bit. I'm still sitting on a real solid day, up almost 300 bucks at this point, or right around 300 bucks. I got stopped out on this candle. When this candle broke right through VWAP and, it looked a little strong, I said, okay, bye. Cut it right there and move along. Now, along here would have been a monster, but I just wasn't a believer. I'm still pretty amazed it's going off up here at 117. I want to buy Boeing. Like, I want to add to my long-term Boeing, probably at 110 or so. We'll see if it can get down there in the coming days. Right now it's bouncing a little bit strong, even though volume isn't really that strong compared to the volume here on this sell-off. Okay, so it's not as strong, that's for sure. So man, I saw these at 370 right in here. At 370, these calls, is 115 calls, they're already going off at 441. The last trade that was done on it, 440 now. That would have been a real nice winner. Oh well, we're not gonna cry over spilled milk. So now what I did here was, as soon as we popped up here and rejected VWAP, I jumped into some puts there, and then I added to the position. Okay, I took a starter there. Now let me see if I can dig out this live trade. Where is it? Should be this one. Okay, perfect. So there you go, guys. That's my starter right there. As soon as we punched VWAP right there, okay, and we took it back, I jumped in 5 contracts at 66 cents. Super, super, super low risk entry. And I figured if we jumped back up over 118 and held it, I'd stop out of that position, because, you know, we might see ourselves pull a red to green move and retest this 120 area, which I would have jumped in short again there if we rejected it. Okay, so I jumped in five contracts right there at 66 cents. Very, very small risk. 7-minute trade there. So we'll go ahead and click play. Now it starts off pretty slowly. Okay, the volume is real good on these 4,000, 4,000 volume right now on the contracts that are being sold there. So not bad at all. Right there, okay, I see that it's looking really, really weak and really heavy. So I add another 5 contracts right there. So now I have 10 contracts at 69 cents cost average. I do look to add another 5. Honestly, I should have added another 10 and done 20 contracts. But we'll leave that for another day. I come over just to confirm and check my daily. I see that, you know, the bottom here is 115 area. Okay. And we're sitting at 117. I'm like, okay, you know, we have a decent zone here where I can make some money. So I'm getting ready to potentially add another 5 contracts or stop out as needed, of course, as always. But I'm definitely looking at add. And I think right here in this candle is where I add, if I'm not mistaken. Let's fast forward it just a tad. Yeah, should be adding right here somewhere. We have 10 contracts still. There we go. I add another 5. Okay. Gives me a 73-cent cost basis. And this is looking really weak. Very, very weak. And even if we pop up over here, what am I going to lose? You know, what am I going to lose here? 150 bucks at most. You know, probably $100 for the shot at making $300-400. Like, this is a no-brainer to me. Honestly, I really should have just added another 5. But it is what it is. We got 15 at 73 cents. Let's go ahead and fast forward this a tad. We go all the way down there to lower day. Now, normally, you know, I'd take off some right here in front of the lower day. Right there. Boom. I would definitely take some off. But I don't know. I just felt like this thing was going to dump real quick underneath the lower day. So I was going to be a little bit more patient. There we go. We dump a little bit underneath the lower day. And I put out an order to sell 5 contracts at 95 cents. But, you know, these contracts just didn't move as fast to start. Didn't move as fast as I wanted them to. They hit 94 cents there for a second. And they don't hit. And then we get this retrace. Now, I'm not going to lie here. That retrace right there in front of that 115 zone, this is 116.50, had me a little concerned. However, the volume was pretty big on the dump, so I'm like, you know, let's see what this is going to do. Let's watch where it's going to go. I do lighten my position right there. I sell 5 contracts right there just in case, you know. I mean, if I would have been a little bit more riskier or held on to those, it would have been great. But, man, Boeing, guys, look at this. It's done a red to green move. Unbelievable. These 630s were 370s when I saw them. Wow. Okay, back to it. So, you know, I could have been a little riskier and held on to it, but it's just not me. I decided to take half off. Well, not half. 5 off right there. Okay. Now I only have 10 contracts with a cost basis of 76 cents. Now we're going off at $1. So right there at 99 cents, I sell 5 more contracts. Okay. So now I have 5 remaining contracts, and I'm thinking maybe I can get those at 110. That was what I was thinking, 110. I would have been happy selling those at 110. See, I put an order there. We get down there to 107. And I put out an order. But look at that, it bounces right back. I'm like so frustrated because I got to remember 115 zone, you know, it's potential bounce area. And we're already going off at 115.80. Volume is increasing. I mean, maybe I should have been much more patient with these last 5. I don't know what to tell you. I'm in those from 79 cents. We get new lows again right there. And we're going off at 110, but for some reason, I never got a fill. I don't think I had the order out at this point, but I just never got a 110 fill. Kind of makes me mad. But, I mean, it is what it is. It was a solid trade all around. I just stop out of it real quick here on a market order. Once I get that action right there in front of this, 115 zone from earlier, this is like 115.70, I want to say. I stop out of that and I sell out at 105. So those last 5, I sold out at 105 from 79 cents. Solid trade all around. And then the action that proceeds after that is a dump all the way down here. These were going off at $1.40 down here, guys. This thing went low. $1.40 right there. You can see here my last fill, 105. And then it bounced from there. And all of a sudden it's at 110. That's when we start to get that VWAP resistance. And I jump in short there on that candle. And I don't have that trade recorded because it was really quick. So that's it, guys. Let me show you here. So, it's all split up. It was 330 some odd dollars between all these wins here, which is just, all the contracts split up as I sold them. And then my one loss to $58 right there. So real nice trade all around. I'm not going to complain. Super solid day. Right there, what I did in the last trade was, decrease size tremendously to protect the profits. And that's it, guys. Super solid day, solid trade. Really happy with the performance all around. Let me know how you did. Drop it in the comment section below. Remember to smash the like button for me and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And I hope to catch you on the next one.